You're making it up.
I'm not.
You helped your father die?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
You who couldn't bear to talk to him about it?
Yes.
I don't understand. What are you trying to do?
Well, if you're not going to listen to me, nothing. I might as well just go.
Where are you going?
Back to Mandy's.
You're not going to tell her what you said?
What, that I killed Dad? Why not?
Because you didn't.
Well, it wasn't Heston or your boyfriend, so who else could it have been?
You think I did it?
What?
That's why you're saying all of this, because you want to protect me. Chris. Please. Chris.
I know what you are thinking. Why am I putting so much time and effort into something as trivial as an Easter egg? But if a job is worth doing...
Actually, I was just thinking how much I'd like to kiss you.
I do not think that is a good idea, not in church. Do you have a steady hand? Relatively steady, yes. You are going to need it. Now, have you ever blown an egg?
No.
This is delicate. Removing everything and keeping the shell intact. A tiny pinprick, barely visible. Then slow, steady breaths.
Something you learnt back home?
Delia.
Oh.
For all Najella's boasting, there is no substitute for experience.
Plus, you got too thin.
Do not try to curry favor.
Oh, no, no, no. Not when there are eggs around. No. No. Okay.
What are you doing?
Thought I'd better get it over with.
Get what over with?
Kissing you so I can concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Reverend Clement.
Mrs. Denby.
Reverend Clement? Why are you not ready?
For what?
The newcomers' session.
Oh, right. Yes, I completely forgot. I'll go and, Barbara?
Mrs. Tenby, I'm surprised at you.
I do not know what you mean.
Why didn't you remind him?
I was distracted. I will carry on petting my eggs.
And I'll go and welcome the congregation. Chris.
Help you? If I'd known what you were doing, having sex with other men while my dad was ill...
I wasn't.
You think I'd lift a finger to protect you?
But why else would you be saying this?
Look what you did. Cheating on a dying man and then taking him away not made it easier.
Made it easier? What do you mean, made it
We're getting
easier?
rid of him for you! Killing him.
And that's what you're going to tell Mandy, is it? That you killed him?
What if I do?
What do you think she's going to say?
I don't know.
Well, it's one thing telling me.
But what, she might actually believe me.
How do you think she's going to react? How would anyone react? And then what will happen to us?
You're unbelievable. All you can think about is yourself even now.
Okay, let's say you did do it. Don't you want to tell me how? Don't you want to get it off your chest?
Can I ask you a personal question?
Well, I am extremely busy.
As someone I trust and admire, a stalwart of the church, I need to know how you would react.
React to what?
To the hypothetical situation I'm about to place you in. One where you find yourself attracted to a man of God.
Well, that would never happen.
Well, who can say?
And even if it did, I would not act on it.
Even if you were both widowed?
Even then.
Well, this is all a bit embarrassing then, isn't it?
Yes.
But I'm going to say it anyway. I think Gordon has feelings for me.
He made me do it.
Made you?
I know it's hard to understand.
Made you how? You couldn't say no?
He'd made up his mind.
That doesn't mean you help him die.
Who are you to tell me what I did?
A doctor! And you're a nurse! A medical professional!
So what was I supposed to do?
Your job. Get him some help. Which is exactly what I think you would have done.
Well, I didn't. I did what he asked me to do. And I killed him. You know I did.
Easter is our most important time of year. More than Christmas.
Mrs. Land, about what you said earlier.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. Nothing wrong with a man and a woman finding each other attractive. Even if that man is a man of God.
Strong. And do what we know in our...
What are you doing?
Making.
You don't make cakes.
Well, I do now.
Do you think we should talk about this?
I need to concentrate. Coffee, cardamom.
You said how much you loved us both.
Have you got any cardamom?
That we were the best things in his... Came in here.
Cardamom, cardamom.
He said he was tired.
Cardamom, where are you?
So I took him to his room, and then he called me in a little later when you'd gone to bed.
Be quiet.
He said he was in pain.
Be quiet.
And that's when I...
Shut up!
Where are you going?
We've run out of cardamom.
You were going to take him to Switzerland? What was I supposed to do?
So you poured pills down his throat.
That's not how it happened. Do you want me to tell you how it happened? Mum? Would you like me to tell you how?
You didn't have to do that. Is your mum asleep?
Yeah, she was really tired.
Well, you must be too.
No, I'm fine.
So, if I'm going to take some of these pills...
Pill. One every 12 hours.
Well, we better get some of this inside my stomach.
We better add.
I'm sorry. Having to call you down.
I told you to.
I'm sorry not being able to do anything.
Well, you know, once your arm's better.
Well, I might be able to feed myself. So how much of this do I need?
About 5 or 6 mouthfuls.
There's more than that there. Why don't you have some?
No, I'm fine, I don't want.
Oh, go on. Help me out. One spoonful for every pill.
You're only getting 1 pill, Dad.
You're the boss.
How bad is the pain?
You're not at work now, Chris.
10 being the worst.
11.
Seriously.
I don't know. As bad as it's ever been, worse, I don't know. What would happen if I had 2? Sounds great.
Didn't feel terrible when you woke up.
What, as opposed to leaping out of bed and doing the circuits like normal? Suppose I wouldn't fancy the bike ride either. Quite a day.
Yeah, it was.
Took it out of me. Come on, another. Remember doing this for you? All the things you have to do for a baby. Taking you for your injections. And now it's you. Giving babies their injections. Among other things. Okay. I'm in pain here. Thank you. No, I couldn't do it. Your injections. I ended up bringing you back without getting them done. Your mum, she went ballistic. Took you straight back down to the surgery herself. Bang. Cruel to be kind. Do you remember why you became a nurse? What you said to me?
No.
Emma said you should be a doctor.
Yeah, but I wasn't smart enough, was I?
No, it wasn't that. You said you didn't want to be a doctor. Said they treated their patients like experiments. But they were like obstacles on their career path. Rah, 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 rah. You said you wanted to be the one who was there. With the patient. When it mattered. You know, you care, Chris. That's what makes you who you are. You can put yourself in the patient's place. What would you do if you couldn't do any of the things that you love?
We did things that you loved.
Oh, cards, eat tea, curry. You did them. I watched. But what if it was you? Your son feeding you. Your wife taking you to the toilet. Cleaning you. All the things you do for a baby. You understand. I know you do. What would happen if I had another one?
Well, You'd need to go to hospital.
Well, I thought that's what you'd say.
Then why did you ask?
So how'd you do it? Give babies their injections. I mean, you're like me. You can't bear to see anybody suffer. I don't want to go to hospital, Chris.
No. No, Dad.
Just listen.
I can't do it.
I'm not asking you to. Take them out.
What for?
So we can look at them. So how's work?
Yes, okay.
You fulfilled?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Is that enough?
Yes.
Cards, tea, curry. Thinking of the good things. That's how I used to get you off to sleep.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you must have been about 5, 6 years old. And I'd be looking after you whilst your mum was studying. I'd take you upstairs, put you to bed. But you'd always cool down. Say you were frightened. Frightened, Daddy. Frightened. And always at the same thing. Do you remember? Christopher?
The wolf.
The wolf under your bed. And I'd have to tell you that I was there. That Mummy and Daddy were there for you. And there was nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to be frightened of. I'd be feeding myself. If my arm was better, I'd be in Switzerland. You do everything for me. Now do this one thing that I want. My life is over, Chris. All my strength is in you now. I love you. More than anyone. I need you to be strong for me. Like I had to be for you. Let's kill the wolf. We'll just put them in my mouth.
Dad, I'm sorry, Dad.
Don't be. Baby boy. Show them to me. Closer. Water. Thank you.
A time of dying, then, but also of rebirth. Sometimes it's hard to see the happiness, to cast aside what's stopping us. Guilt, and take it from someone who knows. Guilt achieves precisely nothing. Someone special has brought wonder and magic back into my life, as well as renewing my faith after a difficult time.
He's talking about his wife dying.
And love. And when you have it in your heart, for God, for life, for anyone, Why wouldn't you want to tell the world? Shout it from the rooftops.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell him how I feel. You killed him.
Yes.
Your father.
You should have heard him. The things he said.
And that makes it all right.
He had nothing left to live for.
You decided that.
But he told me I was being strong.
Strong.
Made it seem like I was helping him. Doing the right thing.
And now he's dead.
What are you doing?
Calling the police.
How beautiful. The care, the love. They're so small, insignificant, and yet the start of everything. I'll pass them round so everyone gets one. There's someone very special here. I'd like to help hand them out tonight.
Mrs. Temby? Would you mind?
Excuse me?
He wants me to go and help.
Yes, of course.
Mrs. Temby?
Yes, of course.
Just take a moment to look at your egg. Think what it represents to you. Then very gently, as if it were your beating heart, pass it to the person next to you. So, if we're all ready.
May I be of some assistance?
If you wouldn't mind, Barbara. Mrs. Temby. Please. This is the person I was telling you about.
I painted the X.
And brought wonder, magic, and love back into my life.
When I wasn't busy painting Easter eggs.
My heart.
Thank you. My heart. Sorry.
I'll wait.
I want a complete transcription. Dr. Reed.
Dear Collier, hello.
Mum.
Be quiet.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Dr. Reed?
I'm still here.
Just so you know, I've asked a colleague to make notes.
You've got someone listening in.
Just so we don't get our wires crossed. So why did you call?
It's about my son.
What about him? Dr. Reed? Are you still there?
Yes.
You're right.
Is he there with you now?
I'm a murderer. Tell her.
He's not as strong as I am. He can't deal with it.
what?
By intimidating me, you are intimidating him.
I'm not intimidating anybody.
And his father wouldn't allow it, and I certainly won't. So leave us alone.
Dr. Reed.
Please, just leave us alone.
Why didn't you tell her?
It wasn't because I was too strong. It was because I wasn't strong enough. I should have done it when he asked me. Not make him ask you.
You didn't make him do anything.
You did what I didn't have the courage to do. And they are not going to destroy you for that. I won't let them.
I managed to get a couple of tickets for that CBeebies roadshow that they're hyping up.
It sounds unbearable.
Yeah, that's why I thought I could take it.
No, Daniel. This isn't a good healing space. Too much colliding energy.
Well, it's difficult not to collide in here.
You need my help. So either we work together, or I will tell Collier it was me.
You wouldn't.